Disappeared. Hold on. There I am. Hello. Oops, I'm hiding. Hello. Hello. Hi. I'm here. Here we go.
I'm getting bigger.
Okay. Let's go. Yay. Hang on 1 second. Let's put my... I wish there was a Halloween Christmas... I mean, a Halloween, I guess there's suspense. We can try that. It's not really... Yeah, it's... Let's go with this today, and we'll again, but bum ba-da-da-dum, bum bum ba-da-da-dum, bum bum ba-da-da-dum, bum bum. Let's have some fun. So we're gonna start off with some figure drawing doodles as usual to loosen my hand up so that I don't draw garbage. Bum bum bum. Okay. Let's go. Sorry, just getting pumped up. Okay. Just gonna set up my screen. 1. 2. Okay. Me. Here we go. Yippee! Okay, some posing. Okay, cool beans. Right, but my point is you don't have to... You can ask this every week, is my point. I'm not trying to force you to be a subscriber, I don't care about that. I'm just saying I'm at your disposal every week on my channel versus like having to wait for me to be available for this. Is all I'm saying. I know you probably have to work sometimes though, but... You truly can't. Beep. Yippee! Hello! Thanks for dropping in. I'm just working on some. I'm warming up right now, so and then I was gonna do some Witchtober stuff. So I just thought I would just like do some rough gesture drawings of some just model poses, and then I'll go from there to doing some witch drawings. And if I have energy, and I think I do today, because I feel a little bit more energized after I took a nap earlier, because I'm glad I did, because I had a really bad headache. But I feel good now, so I think if I still have energy after a bunch of those, I'll do oh, loud. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. If I feel, I'll probably do some more work on my Halloween costume, which, let's see, I think I have it here. Where'd it go? Costume, I know you're here. Well, I'll just open the JPEG, the PNG of it. Here we go. I'll be working on that later. My Halloween costume. But let's do some drawing. I mean, I'll do one more. One or two more, and then we're good. So I hope you're having a good day. I'm just, I was watching some All Saints Street earlier because I was in the mood for something to just cheer me up, and that show always makes me smile. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted, since this is one of the first years I'm doing it, I just wanted to make a simple costume. Like, I didn't want to go like crazy, and besides, I'm going to be adding some animations to my regular model, so I'm going to be spending enough time on that. I don't really want to put animations on top of animations, so like, why don't we just go easy on the costume this year, and next year maybe we can go crazy, because I'll be able to do a little more next time. Oh, good. I'm glad you dropped by. I'm so happy. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes it's good. And usually I'm all about doing the. I like to do the art challenges every month, or I work on my comic. Like I have this comic called Raising the Bard, and it's about like a family that's trying to reunite during a supernatural calamity. So I was working on that earlier, but with Witchtober starting, I kind of wanted to do a few of those first before I go back to doing the comic. Because usually I like to do it during my art streams, because I feel like I can get the most done when I have to when I pretty much just make myself sit down and do work. Because I think I have some pages here. Like, thank you. Here's the two main characters, Richard and June and Richard Steele song. She's the main character. This is just a rough version of it, but I'm gonna clean it up a little bit more. But she's a bard, so hence the title. And she's an aspiring bard, and he's a retired from the military. He was this like battle mage that was part of this like Black Ops group. So I kind of based him a lot around like Liam Neeson from those old movies, where like I have a specific set of skills. I will find you. Oh, and this was something I did last week. I was drawing all my characters in different art styles. Oh, I was gonna do that today too. I forgot. Oh well, we'll do I'll work on this too maybe today if I have time. But this is my character is done in it based on a Calvin and Hobbes title cover. Like this is Grace. I did a Grace Steele song and a kid version of June. Because I love Calvin and Hobbes. It just, even just looking back on it, it makes me smile. I mean, it's not as, it's not the kind of thing you read and you're like, oh, this is just like hilarious, but it's still really fun. I'd say it's the best way to describe it. Like it's, especially for me looking back on it. Yeah, here's some more of the comic. And I was working on my new upgrades to my model. So I was going to do like an animation for the wings. But yeah. But now I'll do now I'll start on the Witchtober, so let's find a cool pose, because today's prompt is swarm, so I was going to do a witch that's collecting honey from bees. I thought would be fun. Let's see if we can find some good. Be yourself. Let's see. Ooh, pretty. Let's see. Beekeeper. Find some good art of people taking care of bees. I remember there's this one YouTuber I used to watch sometimes, and she just like she just like walks up to a house with like a band song, cuts open someone's porch, and then like bees just pour out, and she's just like talking quietly, being like, okay, yeah, this is, oh, you're good. But yeah, she's just like sitting there like, yep, everything's cool. And meanwhile, I would just be like so scared. Like, oh no, they're going to sting me. They're going to sting me. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know there was such a thing as like a... This guy like has like a manufactured beehive. That looks kind of cool. Oh, I know. Maybe give her a bee beard. And a bee mustache. Just like... Come on, brushes, work with me here, please. Sometimes they just like to fight me. Oh, there we go, there's one that's working. I want to do something kind of like that, but I'm not sure I like that. I don't want to do a straight on pose though, so I'm going to try and find something good. Let's see. B. Do. I want to do one of them collecting honey. A bee. Yeah, a bee art. I love that. That's great. B. Here we go. This could work. I'll just draw the character first. Why my brushes are... And I'll just have to push lighter. Sometimes my brushes kind of try and fight me a little bit when I'm... If I don't use the right pressure on them. They're just like, we're gonna lag. And it's like, oh, good, thank you. It's okay. As long as I can get them to behave. Oh, I know. She's gonna have the queen on her finger. And she's using magic to communicate with it. See, it's kind of lagging a little bit. I need to find a better brush. Sometimes they just like to fight me. Come on. You know what? I know what to do. Sometimes if I don't save it, it likes to, there you go. Bewitch. Bewitched. That'll be the name of the file. Yeah. What? Oh, I'm gonna open. What? Come on. Sorry, I'm just getting this, saving this file so that it stops being a pain. There we go. That's better. I think. Maybe if I make the brush smaller too, that might help a little bit. Nope, that made it worse. There we go. That's better. Let's see. Oops, what am I doing? Bear ears. Did you get on her hat? She's got... Yeah, she's just pulling it right out of the nests. Like that, like, bing. Sure, yeah, no, that'd be... Thanks for even dropping by, I really appreciate it. I might even do other some other prompts as well, so I'm gonna try and do more than just the swarm one. There's gonna be a couple more, so yeah. Always appreciate visitors. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Maybe make her... You know what? I'm gonna give her overalls, actually. It would be fun, more fun to draw. Or like pants with suspenders. Oops, 1 second, sorry. Oops. What am I doing? Okie dokie, I'm back. Sorry. Maybe I'll get rid of that part because it's more fun to have her like. Do 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 do. Be prepared. I do want to try and do like a curly hair for her. I'm gonna try and, like, you know, that's like when you're trying to make that. I haven't done this before, so it might not look right. So if it doesn't, it's okay. I can always just turn it into something else. But I'm trying to do other hairstyles, so. No, it's not working. Let's see if I can get a reference for the hairstyle. I always forget to look up more hairstyles from my male characters because sometimes I end up with the same kind of hair on the male characters, and I should use Pinterest more for that. Because there's some good designs in here. Especially different ways that people can have curly hair, because I always end up with like hair that kind of is parted like mine, but there's so many other ways to do curly hair. Sorry, one sec, I'm just gonna look. Oh, that's a cool hairstyle too. This is what I'll do this one actually. I like this one. Kind of, it might even fit pretty good with this. Where she'll have shorter hair, like kind of like curls. Like this. You gotta draw. You kind of gotta draw like big shapes and then work into the big shapes. Kind of is how I've learned to draw hair. And even now, I'm still trying to get better. So I'm not like saying I'm a master, but it's just like you just gotta find like these like little shapes to kind of like. Get in there. And if anyone's out there, I apologize. I'm not acknowledging. I apologize. Sometimes the counter doesn't really like catch everyone. It happens with this. It happens with on Twitch as well. I don't know why their computers can't pick up people. If they're gonna do like single digit counters, you think they would be better about like spotting every person that comes in. So if I miss you, I promise I'm not ignoring you. Yeah, some overalls and like a sleeves rolled up. Because what does she care? She's a farm witch. Bee farm witch. Hello, thanks for dropping in. This is the prompt for today is Swarm for on Witchtober, so I'm doing I'm making this witch that's a bee farmer, like she has a bee ranch. I was saying earlier how it's crazy. There's these. I've seen some of these people that like relocate beehives, and it's just amazing watching them work, because they'll be talking like this the entire time. Meanwhile, I would be screaming. I would just be like, "This is the most stressful day of my life," and they're just like, oh, "I'm totally cool. I found the queen. Everything's cool. We're best buddies now. We're on each other." It's like everything's great. Like how is everything great? It looks horrible. You're covered in bees. That's my definition of a bad day. Or one of them. But then again, I think it's because I've dealt more with having like hornets and yellow jackets around than bees that are like used for collecting honey. They're probably a bit more chill. Get a picture of someone in overalls, because I don't know how it really... I kind of know what overalls should look like, but... Oops. Nope. Well, there's a couple different ways. I like this though. Okay. So they're kind of just, yeah, they're just like, then you have like a pocket here. And you have like the girl ones, you have like the waist, the parts up here. So. Yeah, she's got like all these those man-made the ones where like the beekeepers have they have like the little like things that bees can like build their hives on top of, so she's pulling them out and pulling honey right out of the hive and collecting it. And she's talking to she's using magic to control the bees. So they're just like chill all over. They're just like floating. Maybe even she's got like these kind of beehives too around it, just so that they feel more comfortable. They can go in these ones too. Because I saw someone that like I guess they actually have man-made versions of bee-shaped hives, which makes sense considering like we're trying to protect them now and everything. It's so like, yeah, there's gonna be like all these. Oh, and her, one sec, I gotta color this in so it's clear what's going on here. She's gonna have a beard made of bees. Biz, biz, biz. She's very busy. Let's just make it one color and then we can go in and... Yeah, then we'll add in the... Little bees, little bees, little bees. Bee, bee. Yeah. Hello, wow, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, bees are great. So, and I thought that it would be really fun to just have this, because the prompt is for today is swarm, and I could do something more like locust or something like that kind of witch, but I'm like for Witchtober, but I'm like I'm kind of having a lot of fun with the cozy feel, because like autumn is kind of a cozy time of the year. So I think actually I'm gonna make the top of her hat striped like a bee. If my pen would listen to me, it would be great. Let's see. That's kind of cool. I like that for it. It's actually couldn't have a cool brush for hair, actually. Well, it was until it started to lag. What is going on today? Well, because earlier I was trying to get this to behave, and it was kind of behave. Yeah, because I wanted to get her there, hair color in. Normally I like to do more that kind of stuff, but like I've been working on my comic and everything, so it's kind of like I'd rather just keep that energy there for the time being, or at least for this drawing. My next one I might make a little more like that kind of feel. But this one I just kind of like had the thought about the bees, and I was just like, oh, this is too much fun to just not try. Like, yeah, I can't help it. Like I keep just doing them. Oops. There we go. This is a little better. Move this to a lower opacity, and I can draw on top of it and make them look more like bees. See, there we go. But yeah, I just thought it'd be kind of fun to try something different. Imagine this would be really hot. I don't know if I've never actually. If that many bees must kind of like have like a temp. You feel the temperature, I imagine, of them. Maybe I'm just thinking of how, like, although if they're really calm, I don't. Maybe you don't, because like I'm more thinking about like when they're dealing with a predator. I know there's those Japanese bees that will like raise their temperature to cook their enemy. They're just like, oh, you want to go, huh? Let's just do the outline. We'll color her lips later. Oops. Not that color. Just black for now. Oops. Cut it out! Computer, why are you being a pest? Let's do this. For the some of the outlines, I'll just use this because this is kind of. Seriously, what are you doing today? Sorry, it's trying to fight me today. It's like, oh, now he wants to focus, so we're gonna be as much of a paste as possible. Yeah, I think so. I think I will do some work on that too. I just wanted to get this one started, and then I was probably going to do some work on that tonight. Because I got a couple pages here open, but like, where'd it go? I was going to clean this one up, and because I want to start just going through them page by page, and just, although there are some newer ones I want to work on too. Like, let's see, where's that one I was working on? Like, there's some newer pages. Right. I like this one. This is far into the this is a bit later. This is like page 19. But like, this is them going up against the werewolf and the pigs. So let's get these bees under control. Seriously, Brush, why are you being such a meanie today? I wonder why. Thanks, yeah. Why is it trying to make me lose my mind? Here we go. Maybe this. No, that doesn't work. Just trying to find a good brush, because like this one's being a PS today. Maybe this one might. Oops, kind of. I don't care if it's messy. I'm just doing the rough version anyway, so yeah, this is fine. You know what? I'll just do this. Can always. Yeah. For, oh, mechanical. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Huh. For mechanical. Yeah, I kind of like. I used to use mechanical, but I went to like. If I use mechanical, I would use it for the rough sketches, and I would just get like those like the the really simple ones. I did have some Statler ones, and those ones are more pricey. But you only have to buy one, and then you just buy the lead. So that was kind of nice. And the lead was kind of a like. Yeah. Yeah, it was being a butt, so I got rid of it. Or got rid of that. I stopped using that one. It's okay, though. Sometimes it happens on these... when I'm... Actually, you know what it probably is? I think I know exactly what it is. It's all these files that are open. So let's... Save. Don't save. These are huge files, so I don't need them all open. I'll leave that one open. I don't need this one, and it doesn't need to be saved because it's nothing. This can be saved. Because I was working on my avatar a little bit, so I want to give him an animation. So I was going to give him like he's a standing position as well. So sometimes he'll be standing, sometimes he'll be sitting. I might even, just for this pose when he's standing, I might change his face to be a little more forward, or at an angle that's a little bit more like still 3/4, but a little bit closer to being straight on. Because it looks a little weird. There's just something off about how his head, it looks further to the right than the rest of his body. Yeah. Oh, and do you know how big these files are? A lot of them are around like between 4,000 by 4,000 to 8,000 by 8,000 in pixels. So I really need to start saving these smaller because I'm running out of space. Like, maybe I'm getting a little carried away. It's still being a butt. More files going away. Bye-bye. You're just a warm-up file. I don't need you. Keep those pages open. Close you. Sure, whatever. I was going to do a little bit of work on this maybe, but I might do it after stream just because I just want to get this done before the end of the month. So I'm hoping to get this done by this weekend because I really want to have a costume for Halloween. Right? I didn't used to draw that big, but then, with files that big, but when I started doing my comic, I think that kind of got me in the mode of like drawing bigger, and then like when I started to do streaming, it kind of I just wanted bigger files because then you can use some of the texture brushes look better when you're a little bit bigger, because otherwise they'll be like huge. So let's just go through these one by one. Now that I don't get why it does this. I'm gonna fix this before I start even. because these file like I think I've said this before, but Clip Studio Paint does this thing where like when it's separating your when you're like setting up your panels, sometimes it will like it'll rearrange them in a weird way, like, and I think it does this because of its previous like it's setting them up more like a manga because they're all everything's backwards. I wish that there might be a way to fix that. I'll have to look into that. Okay, I'm hearing things. But I just want to get this background colored a little bit. Whoops, too dark. Nope, too dark. Oh, that's what that is. That's a cool... Let's get her... Oops. See, it's being a pest. Come on. Work with me here, brushes. Please. Yeah, that's better. Kinda. I might... Let's see. Nah, I don't want to do anything that drastic. I was going to flatten the entire thing and draw on top of it again, but there's an easier... I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to make a file for the entire layer, for the entire panel. Whoops. Get rid of this, because I don't need it. Well, I do still need it, kind of, but not for this. I forgot that whole thing was yeah. But I just want to make a clean line work on top of everything, and so I'm gonna use the pen tool. If it will let me do it, any line. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, go for it. It's fun to draw along or paint along, or you know. What kind of paint are you using, by the way? I think you said, because I know you said you were using mechanical pencils. Are you using the mechanical pencils in the to set up the painting, or are you using, or is that a different drawing? So I used to like kind of do a really like rough like shape kind of a layout with a light or no, I mean with a soft pencil when I was doing paintings. I mean, I haven't done acrylic in a while, but that was mainly when I did that. But because when I was doing with watercolor, I'm a bit more like I don't care as much. I don't worry as much as, because I'm just like, yeah, whatever. It'll go where it goes, and like with those Kuretake watercolors are great. Oh. Yeah, it's really about comfort, you know, like it's good to find just like the tool that you're best comfortable with. Especially with comics where it's like there's already enough that's working against you. You might as well like just find something that makes you happy because there's so much that goes into comics. The last thing you need is to be distracted by the tool you're using through the whole thing. It's like yeah, like I've gotten a little better with these digital brushes, so that's kind of why I want to go over these old ones again one more time and just clean them up a little bit more. Also, I kind of changed her, like her hair is kind of off here, and I want to fix it. So, because it's a little too much volume in it. But it's not like it's the end of the world. But still, I want to start off the comic with her looking the way she should. Yeah, that's a good idea. I remember I used those a lot when my niece and nephew wanted me to draw on their pumpkins. I would use Posca to try and draw like what they wanted on the pumpkins. And it worked pretty good. I had to draw it, like the first time it didn't come out good, but that's because I didn't let the pumpkins were a little bit it's easier I think if you like put a base layer down of something like so that the paint has something to stick to, because I tried to draw directly on the pumpkins and it kind of like didn't work great. Your hair's a little too long, actually. I gotta fix that too. Unless, you know what? I'll keep it long in the beginning. Maybe she gets it cut when she goes to the first town to give herself a little bit a different look. Just I do like this. The pen, like these pen tools are pretty good for like just the base drawing. Like I can go. I'm gonna go in with some brushes that actually like give it texture afterwards. But I really like that these kind of. I didn't realize how sharp the line work for these can be until I started doing other projects outside of this that where I needed to use them. Probably good I took a break anyway, because like the next prompt was for the Witchtober was glass, and I don't have any ideas for that one. Like I'm trying to think what I would do for that, and my brain's just like, nope, I don't know. Like the only idea I had was maybe like a witch with like a whole bunch of I don't know, because it like the only thing I could think of like that was kind of fun was like drawing a Skyrim character, because like in like glass armor, 'cause everything else kind of felt like it wasn't true to what I would draw. Yeah, this first panel here is her testing out her new guitar, because she just, I think I showed that page, but she just built it essentially. She's just testing the sound out and testing out this magical emerald she put in it. So, but the size of the guitar here is not right, so I need to fix it too, which is fine. It's not a big deal. It's just when I was first drawing this comic, I had like a very loose idea of how to like of what I wanted the shape of this guitar to be. So, and now I've kind of got a better idea. Yes. Glass. So I was trying to think of something that for glass, but I can't think of anything offhand. Maybe, and that's why I said Skyrim would be a fun one maybe to do, because of the armor in that game. There's a set of it called glass armor, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to draw a magic user. Because like maybe like an illusionist kind of witch, because that was usually my character in Skyrim. Where I would just trick people not to attack me. Like, nope, I'm cool. Leave me alone. It's a little better. I think it was too big before. Like, she has to be able to carry this thing. Although, I don't know. Maybe it's not, actually. You know what? I forgot she's doing the perspective here is what's messing me up for a second. So I just need to make that. I can blow this up again, but just gotta make sure it's clear that that's what I'm doing. So, like, I'll make the line work thicker on this side. Whoops, I will not do that. Go away. Okay, computer, come on. What are you doing to me? the old ones were. It was it's more like Fallout, where like you, which I don't know if you played that, but it's first person quest based game where you're just kind of like going around exploring an open world, like an open world where like you can just like do whatever you want. You can do the main story at your own pace, and like you can talk to every villager in the world and do side quests for them, which is what I always love to do. The main story, I beat the main story so many times I lost count, so like I always was more interested in like helping the regular citizens, because like I hadn't talked to all of them, so and you can choose like the kind of character you play too, where like you and it's not like beginning of the game you choose a class. You kind of just build yourself into what you want. Like you can be you can learn magic and still be running around in heavy armor if you want. There's no rules. So I like that about the game too. Although I always found being sneaky was the best. Sneaky, and a lot of times using a bow. Because if you can get to them before they get to you, then you win. So I mean, nowadays like a lot of it looks outdated compared to what's out there now, but but to be fair, it's a game from 2011, so. But then again, WoW's a game from what, 98? So and I know that's changed, but so has Skyrim. Like that, it's had several upgrades, so. And I'm hoping the next one comes out sometime in the near future, because although, well, we'll see. I think Bethesda's been a little bit better lately, because they fixed Fallout 76, and I think they're just fixing their reputation overall. So, because I never wanted, I mean, I want them to succeed, because I always like their games. When they want to tell stories, I like their games. No, I called myself old. I mean, there's. I know you're just teasing, but because there's I mean, to be fair, with WoW, I mean, I was talking to someone recently who's playing it, and yeah, there is. Meh, I'm not in a hurry. I don't ever. I'm never really that into like Hollywood's version of what they think. They treat their viewers kind of like not great. They always seem to think that we won't care, that they just like totally ignore what we like about these games. Like, I mean, the WoW one was pretty good, but it felt like it could have been. It kind of could have had a little bit more money put into it, considering it's a. I mean, supposed to be. It could have been a bigger budget. I don't know. What did you think of the that World of Warcraft movie? I didn't think it was bad. I just thought that it could have been more. Because I still like this. I mean, I still like the characters. I just felt that it could, for a game that's got such a stylized look, it did not feel as stylized as the game. And I felt that really hurt it. Because like I can't believe how many movies Lewis Black's in this year. Like he's in that Fallout movie. Then he was in now he's doing. Apparently he wants to do a Minecraft movie, and it's like, dude, I'm happy you're getting work, but I don't know if these are the things you should be taking. Maybe it's like. Because I saw the trailer for Minecraft and I was like, I'm not even a fan. I never really played Minecraft. I always feel weird saying I'm not a fan of something because some people are like, "What, you don't like it?" I'm like, "No, I just don't play it." That's what I mean. But I do know what Steve is supposed to look like, and I was like, that doesn't look like Steve. That just looks like Lewis Black in a nice shirt. Yeah, I would save your money. There's better movies out there in the future, and like we're entering the time of the year where there's going to be a lot of really good movies coming out. I do want to look up the trailer for Moana 2 because after Inside Out 2, which I still haven't seen and I need to see, I like how the villain looks. My only concern is Disney's not been great lately at making villains because they're scared of making scary people for kids, and I'm like, kids can handle it, guys. Kids like scary. Like, you guys just don't know. You're just not with the times, corporate execs at Disney. You need to talk to your kids because they like being scared. Well, the film, it could work good because they could do a cool thing where they mix practical effects, like make sculptures of things combined with CG. But since this is modern Hollywood we're talking about, they decided we're going to put a little bit of practical effects in this and mostly CG and real actors. And I'm like, you're telling me none of these actors would let people make CG versions of them that look more like Minecraft characters? I'm like, I'm sure none of them would have cared. Especially, I think that like Jason Momoa would have been so happy to be a Minecraft character because he seems like a pretty he's been doing so much lately. I'm pretty sure he'd be like, guys, I'm gonna be in another movie in like 6 months. I don't care if I'm a animated character in this. Just make me a couple blocks. I don't care. You know? Who cares? But nope, they all have to look like humans, and I'm like, then it's not a Minecraft movie, guys. And that was kind of the problem with the Fallout thing, where it was like it missed the point of Fallout. From what I heard, I didn't see it because I don't have like $20 to throw at something that maybe I'll like but probably won't. You know, it's like, that's okay. You guys, you I'll come by eventually, guys. Don't worry, but not now. Sorry, I'm just concentrating on this. These fingers, like it doesn't look right that way because I guess it could work though. Maybe I guess either could work. So I'm gonna keep it. Actually, I'm overthinking this. That got me laughing. Calling you old, no. Yeah, I don't know where they. I think that it's a problem is they still think they can do that. Those like what? Those like test runs where they think that that's like what everyone's gonna say, and nowadays that's just not a good representation of how everyone's gonna react to it. If anything, they should really just look at the reaction to the trailer on YouTube or on That's a better way of testing a movie out. Because I mean, look what happened with Sonic. They put that first trailer out, and everyone just like there was like every person on the internet instantly made like an ugh face, and fortunately, the execs were like, "We hear you. We know that you still want to watch this movie. You just don't like this model, so we're gonna change it." And they actually hired someone from like an artist that I think he sent his portfolio to them and was like, "Guys, I can fix this for you really quick," because he's like, "I draw Sonic all the time," and he knew how to use the software. Was it he? I don't know. It was he. It was some artist that said that they knew how to do the software that they were using, so, and that they could make something really quick. So they're like, okay. And now we have a third movie. I still haven't seen it. I've seen the opening of it, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. I keep just meaning to watch it. Excuse me, sorry. Honestly, I'm so surprised it's taken Hollywood this long to realize that Dungeons and Dragons is a really good like story structure for fantasy. Like, it's like, guys, you can do any story as long as it's just in that world, but like other than that, you can use any monsters from it. You can twist the genre even so that it's like you can do a horror story with like fantasy creatures in D&D, or you can do like a fun like a romantic comedy in with fantasy characters in D&D, like a Princess Bride kind of thing, but with like D&D. And since it's a movie, you're not showing any of the mechanics firsthand, so no one would know other than people who know what D&D is. You know? I mean, I don't get it. But I felt that way about animation in general. too, where it's like Hollywood just thinks that like animation's this thing that they can market for kids, and then you see like Coraline, and you're like, I mean, I know it's a young adult movie, but I wouldn't say it's a kids movie. Unless you want to give your kids nightmares. Or unless you have kids that are like pretty tough and can handle that, but maybe this weekend I'll have to watch Dungeons and Dragons. I keep meaning to. Because I like the main actor's a good actor, and like the story seemed pretty good from what I saw. I did like that they made a nod to Critical Role in that movie, which, I mean, unless you're watching the current campaign, I'm sure a bunch of people probably didn't even know. Yeah, everything Tim Burton does has that perfect, like, eerie feeling to it. Like, he's just, like, all about, like, claymation, stop motion, where, like, everything's a bit unsettling. Like, I need to watch Coraline again, too, because I mean, first of all, I love the main story because it's Neil Gaiman, and everything he makes I enjoy. Like, I like Good Omens before it was popular. No, I'm kidding. my hipster impression. But that was like, Coraline was really fun, and like that one's really creepy because, like, especially when you read in the book and realize that, like, in the book that that place in between her house and the Not Mother's house is alive in the book, and that makes it even creepier because then it's like this, like, eldritch kind of beat, like, or cosmic being that's like shepherding her into another world. And it's so powerful that it can hold whatever the Not Mother is. And, like, the Not Mother's scared of her. of this thing. But you never see it. I'm gonna change his expression. I don't want to start him off already grumpy. It's not the Richard Steele song way. It's okay. I'd say read the book. The book's fun. The show is a bit like trying. It's stretching the book out from what I've heard. It's not. I heard it's not bad, but it's just the book's a lot quicker. Like, I'd say just get an audiobook of it, or honestly, if it's not yours that vibe at all, I would say things like the Graveyard Book is an awesome book to read this time of year because it's just like a really cool story about a kid who grows up in a graveyard after after he was hidden there from an assassin. Like he spends his childhood around like ghosts. It's so good. I think he did. Oh man, it's been forever. I think it's it's like the groundskeeper is his friend. I believe it's been a while since I've read it, but it is really good. Or like American Gods is really good. Or my favorite is Neverwhere. That one's really that's probably my favorite. Richard Mayhew. And Door. The girl that can create doors anywhere. And has a mysterious past and is living in the is it underneath London kind of like kingdom? It's pretty cool. And right now, I was going to look it up today, I forgot, but like I heard that they're beginning, I think, to like start to think about making Mistborn into a series, I think, but I think there was some production issues that were going on. I don't know, there's always issues. It seems. It's always something. But I really like that story, so I'd say that's another really good audiobook if you want something in the background while you're painting. I'd recommend that. Because I just like how the magic system works in Mistborn, where it's like people consume metals, and like depending on like what your discipline is, you can do certain things with metal. Like you can use it to like suddenly make yourself like super charismatic, and you can just like sway people. It's not like you're bending their will completely, but you can kind of like sway their opinion. And I mean, if you're really good, maybe you could like get close to bending their will, but like they're always going to have a chance of countering, of basically being like realizing what's happening and stopping it from happening. But that one's pretty cool. And I was also a little while ago listening to the Tales of Earthsea books, which are a fun and young adult book. So, because I know Studio Ghibli tried to do like a film, an animated movie based on them, and it was okay. It could have been a little better, but I think that's only because like they tried to do what so many people have done in the past, and where they thought they could tell a story that encompassed multiple books, and it's like you're setting yourself up to fail every time you do that. Like I've seen so many times where like a studio will think they can encompass like several books. Like I know like sometimes they're smart. Like I think, but even live action stuff I've seen where like they'll try and put like multiple things in one movie, and it's like, guys, maybe not. Maybe don't do that. Gotta make her legs a little thinner because I think that I kind of got a little carried away with her. She's supposed to be the thin, agile one, and he's the muscular one. And as the story goes on, I'm thinking maybe she does get like stronger too, but it's more fun to start her off and have her develop into a character, and plus it's more fun to give them different silhouettes. So it's not like I'm saying she's weaker. I mean, she doesn't need to have strength at all. She's a musician. Her whole thing is just making people smile. And he's happy that she has a artistic direction, because after everything he went through, he doesn't want her to follow that. That's why he took her to. He's raising her in this like secret pocket dimension where she can just grow up safe and free from all the craziness that is happening in the real world with like the fairies and the humans trying to like work together. But he's just like, I'd rather just be away from it completely. It's like I don't really trust either side right now, because the humans are getting more dependent on magic, and the elves are starting to get a bit too interested in like our world, and he's just like worried they're gonna take it. So he's just like, I'm gonna move somewhere safer where I can just raise his daughter. There we go. I'm gonna check something out. I have a thing I should know, but I don't. So, guitars. I can't tell from this photo, but how many frets are there on an electric? A lot. Oh wait, no. Whoops. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Sorry. I just wanted to see how it was spaced out here, because I guess they start out really close, and then they slowly space out more. There. Okay. Yeah, like that. $14? I think I saw one with 14, but yeah, same. I had one for a little while, but I'm looking at, the problem is I'm looking at photos, and sometimes people like customize it, get custom guitars, so it's like, let's see, this one looks more like a traditional. Man, it's hard. It's like these are great photos of people holding guitars, but I can't see the details on the guitar up close. So I'm just going to say that's close enough. That's a detail where I can always just be like, I can fix it later if it's wrong pretty easily. I'll just keep this as its own layer so that I can easily just change that, but like, yeah. Oops. I do want to change. Actually, I want to fix him. He's driving. He doesn't look at all like he's supposed to. That's what bugging me more than anything is his silhouette's wrong. I might have to. I'll he's kind of. Although I can always just push him over because I think no, he's fine actually. What if, idea. What if he's sneaking in? I kind of want to give him like an intro that's a little more fun. Like he's just having fun with his daughter, kind of like sneaking in. He wants to. It's because originally I think I would. No, I'll keep it this, but I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna fix his silhouette because it was wrong. I can save the jokes for later because right now she's blaring music and he's just like, well, I'm happy she's doing this, but I wish she would do it quieter. This is the only problem with the like. I gotta zoom in a little bit because he's like right on the edge, so. Yeah, my brother was more the one who used guitars. He gave me his for a little while, his one of his for a little bit, but I didn't. I never really picked it up. It was one of those things I would look at, and like you said, it would just be like collecting dust, and I would look at it like maybe one day, and then after moving between different apartments, eventually I was like, nope. It's like it's just gonna sit there and collect dust in a new apartment, so nah. Just gonna put it somewhere safe and not have it risk getting damaged between another move. I kind of like this actually, though. I'm gonna keep this, but kind of like show more clearly what he's doing, where he's kind of like just waking up and he's kind of like pulling his face, kind of like trying to, you know, that when you're just like, ugh, I need coffee. See. Yeah, I guess not. I think that might be another running joke that, like, after he left the army, he kind of, like, that part of him slowly, like, faded away. Along with growing a lot of growing long hair, he also lost his ability to wake up really early in the morning. I don't want him to look angry, though. He's kind of more just like... He's still sleepy. Kind of look to his face more than angry. It's less of a, like, turn down that racket moment and more of a, like, it's not like you to play music this loud this early in the morning. What is going on here kind of moment. And it's because she's excited because she just made this guitar and she's just like, I need to test this out right now. And even he's kind of smiling, even though he's tired, he's like, like, this looks kind of cool. Because I think I've said this, but, like, I want the conflict between them to not be that, like, typical, like, you just don't get me, man, kind of attitude. He's like, it's more like a... Yeah. It's more like the conflict's gonna arise when his past comes back to greet him, and, like, it's more that kind of stuff. Like, the truth comes out and she learns more about him, and some issues pop up from that. But I don't want it to be about, like, them being at each other's throats. Because that wouldn't make sense in this situation either, because since, like, I don't know, there's just so much in this story that wouldn't fit these characters. Like, she just gets along really well with both her parents, even though her mom's away more, she still gets along great with her. So, kind of, yeah, but not, yeah. But, like, late emo phase, because she's, like, in her mid-20s, so. At least I think that's what I put her at, because, like, I didn't want her to... There's several times where she's... I think that's what I eventually decided her age was around. Which is funny because the original version of... I think I showed that last time. The original version of her, she's like 11. So I'm like, let's just double that age and maybe a little bit more, and then it's good, because I know I can't write that. There's no way my first story is going to be that. That would be a catastrophe. Also, I can't believe it's been almost 2 hours of drawing one panel. But I guess that's what it's like. I mean, it's like that looks really good though. I like the line work came out pretty good. I might have to work on him a little bit more though. I might. You know what I'm gonna do? I think it's because I don't like that his eyes are visible. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just on the color. I'm just gonna make. Whoops. No, come on. There we go. For his face, I'm just gonna like this. He's just the first time you see him, he's just got he's like just deeply in shadow, kind of. Yeah, I like that because he is coming into a. He's in a dark hallway anyway. Oh yeah, totally. Everyone I tell I'm doing a comic, they're like, "Oh yeah, I tried that once." It's like it's almost like them saying like "good luck." It's like, oh, okay, cool. Words of encouragement. Although most people are nice though. Most people just say like they don't have the patience for it. But I really want to tell this story, even if it's going to be longer than even if it's going to be a little longer than I expected when I originally wrote it. But it's still not going to be too long. It's a shorter. It's just a kind of a it's more of a The Hobbit than a Lord of the Rings. It's kind of a there and back again kind of story. Or at least a there story. I'm not sure what's going to happen once they get there, but then again, a lot changed for Bilbo after he got there, so you never know. What? Whoops! I'm on the wrong layer because I shouldn't have. Let's get rid of all of this because I don't know why I'm on this layer. Actually, that's okay to keep. Have you watched any of that Lord of the Rings show? Because I was listening to one VTuber yesterday talk about it, and they said they liked it a lot, but I don't know, I just don't have the time or the money to be spending on streaming services right now. Or I should say, I just don't want to use the money that streaming services cost now. I'd rather put that towards like promoting this and promoting my channel and all that stuff, you know. That's more important to me. And for you, I'm sure it's the I mean, for you, it's probably more like, I mean, with traditional art supplies, that's expensive enough on its own. So, I imagine it's pretty close to the same for you, but just replaced with a traditional medium, which is it definitely is pricey. There's certain places you can go where you can save a little money here and there, but like, it does add up fast. Yeah, it's I guess it's on one of the, maybe it was on, is it might be on like show, is it HBO? I forget if it's HBO or what it's on, but yeah, I guess some people like it. It's a prequel kind of series, so I mean, that just doesn't sound like something I'd be into. I've never read the Silmarillion, and I'm sure I'm glad people. I always feel like I'm trying to be diplomatic here, but like, it's not for me. It's, I guess, the shorter version of what I was about to try and like carefully say. That's the more honest and true version of what I was about to say, where I'm like, it's not for me. I'm glad there are people that like it, but it's like, it just flat out isn't for me, and that doesn't. No one should be mad about that, unless they're a very strange person, I guess. How dare you not live up to my expectations of you being a fantasy artist? Sorry. Yep. I love how you said that. That's great. Yep. Sure, totally. Yep. 100%. The fact that you put a percentage there is great. So, yep, not suspicious. Nailed it. Yes. No one's the wiser. I'm gonna add in a little bit. It's a little too dark still. I do like the shadow, but I don't want it to be that dark. Or at least... yeah. More like that, maybe. That's a little better. I do want to see, like, the edge of the eye still. What's going on? Oh. Yeah. Like that. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. Point is, there's plenty of there's so many shows out now that, like, are you really missing out? I say no. There's so many other things to check out. Like, I hope... Well, I mean... One day we'll get the end of the Rothfuss books, maybe. Gosh. I like them. I like those books, but my gosh. That's taken a while to write. Yep. It was funny that I was just... I've been listening to Critical Role, and he... In the Vox Machina campaign, he shows up as a character, and I was just like, get back to writing! Kind of was what I wanted to say. But at the same time, I'm like, well, at least I'm glad he's having some fun, too. Because... I'm sure hanging out with those guys is really fun. Yeah, Rothfuss is, Name of the Wind is the first book he did. It's really good. And which is why it's such a shame that it kind of, like... He made 2 books, and then he made, like, a short... I think, like, a short story, I think is the third... Is something he tried to do, too. And then it kind of, like... It's been a while since the last book, and it... Still no updates on the next one. I know he says he's working on it, but I'm not sure if he's doing other things. Like, maybe he's ghostwriting for someone or something, or I don't know. He's clearly playing some D&D, so I don't know what else. I don't know what else he's doing. Yeah, it's ROTHRUSS, I think. Gotta draw the ring. If I don't draw the ring, he's in trouble. His wife will disappear. That's a joke for my dad if he's watching. Which I'm sure he is. Oh, sorry. No, you're good. And it's like it's audio and there's music and oh, it's cool. What color? Oh yeah, he's got blue pants. I forgot. I have to be I have to be so careful because like like last week I was going through every panel because I had to change everything because everything was just off. Like I'm gonna make them actually navy instead of blue because that works better. But I realized that I had been drawing the pants. I mean, I drew his shirt green in some pages and gray in others, and I'm like, this is a nightmare. I'm like, why did I do this to myself? Ah! There we go. That looks more like him. Although the hand's a little off, but that's okay. I can fix that. Because this hand's big and the other hand's tiny, so I need to fix the size. There. Yeah, I think it's just... There we go. I think it was just kind of like... It's just a little off. There we go. Something kind of like that. Well, I can fix it a little bit more. Because he's kind of just... Yeah, his thumb would be down here. Yeah. Really overthinking this right now. I need to I need to move on. The other thing I need to do is I just need to make this... Whoops, I'm on the wrong pen too, I think. No, I'm not. I'm just... What's it? I don't know why it's doing that. Is this the right layer? Yeah, this is the line layer. Oh. Wait, no, I don't know. I was like, oh, okay. Wait, no. No idea what I'm going to say there. Yep. Okay, it was last stream. I'm like, I thought so. Where I'm just like, where it's like, why didn't I just be? I have character sheets for a reason. The ref sheets are for that exact reason, and I'm like, why did I forget? Yeah, it's okay. Early in the comic, I'm not too worried. Later, that would be an issue, but. Because right now it's you watching me do this, and that's it. Later it's gonna be like, it's gonna be the fans who are like, so, are those fans who are like, I don't care, I want it done now. Like, can I sleep? No, you can't. Oh, okay. There we go, that's better. Kinda. Better than before, anyway. Man, hands can be rough sometimes. There we go. Okay. That took me so long to do that. What had? But it's worth it. I mean, look at that. That looks way better than before, I think. Like, it's so much cleaner than it was when I started. Like this whole, let's put this in a folder too. But like this layer versus, I mean, look at how different that is. It's like a totally different, it's like a new character almost. I'm just going to do the flats for this, and then we... Oops. She looks... I'm glad I fixed her hair, too. So, it just needed to be a little bit, better defined. Thank you. And then this guitar. I'm just gonna do some. The middle will be different. It's gonna be more of a like silver here. Yeah. And then this will be black here. Yeah, that looks better. And just gonna clean up some of these edges, but so yeah, that is. Oops. I think the biggest thing that I'm trying to figure out with her is just like, and I've been kind of looking into things like just different, even D&D and other like other shows on like how to make magic. I mean, musical magic, kind of, you know, like make it. I want to make it so her bard magic has its own kind of like look and feel in the comic. So like the minute she does it, you can tell it's different than when Richard uses magic for his summoning weapons. But I have some ideas, like, and it's going to change as the story goes along because she's going to get better at it. So right now she's still even. She only recently started to pick it up, so like she kind of is like a kind of like how like I'm writing her kind of like how even though I went to college for art, like I think when it came to illustration, I didn't really like start to take it more seriously until later. Like for the longest time I was like all about graphic design and everything. And I still, it's a good field. I'm not gonna knock it, but like later on, I was just all about illustration and fantasy illustration especially. So her doing this is kind of like a parallel with me doing that kind of. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do something like that with her character. And she's got like this like Bard Guar poster. They're throwing like this like over the top like pop singer pose with like lights and explosions going on. I'll figure something out. But yeah, I'm glad that I cleaned this up a bit. It's still got a little ways to go, but it's coming along nice, I think. There we go. So. And I'm gonna make this so that like since they're in this like such a unique place, like it's kind of got like features of both Earth and the fairy realm. So her guitar is made out of this like wood that's only found in like a specific part of the fairy realm, which makes it more durable than regular wood. Yeah, animation's a lot of work. I mean, I'm part of a project right now that's been really exciting, but the animation part of it looks like a lot of work. So, and every time I see people try to do indie animation, I have nothing but respect for the fact that they put that much time into it, because that's a huge commitment. It's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna like just spend 4 years doing this, and it's like, wow, way to go. There was there's been a couple really good ones that I was just talking with someone today about that one called Dragon Ball Legend is really good. It's like these guys made it over like 4 years. I think it's still on YouTube. And there's I forget the guy's name. I'll have to look that one up. There's this guy that he's done like an R-type one. King. Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, he does like really good animation. Or I don't know. Anyway, that YouTuber does really good animation. So if you're looking for, and I'm looking forward to whenever Lackadaisy gets a new episode, because I love those characters. I'm gonna put this in a lower layer, so I can just do this. Yeah, it's a lot of work and pay. Yeah, it's. Should probably. But I think we should probably call it now. I got a lot done, actually. That was like, this is a big step forward from where it was when it started. And thanks for sticking around, though. It's always nice having someone to talk to. Keeps me on to like focus more, even. And I hope you were, yeah. Hope you were able to do the same with your painting, like make some progress on that, because I know that can take a long time too. It's fun though. I hope you're having fun with your painting. So yeah, I'll be doing this again on Friday. Yeah, on Friday. So I look forward to working more on the comic, and maybe starting up another challenge that I'll probably finish off screen again, because it's more easy that way. But yeah, appreciate the company. Let's see, I'm just gonna do this really quick because I have this. Oops. Nope, that's the wrong brush. Where's my favorite? Oh, there it is. No, that is. Oh, here it is. I like using this for darkness, I forgot. There we go. Cool. Yeah, take care. Have a great rest of your week, and I look forward to drawing again on Friday. Hopefully you have time to drop by. So yeah.